Hi there. So I wanted to go over the avatar creation form that I put up on Facebook last week. Just wanted to get some clarity on here so you guys really know what to do and how to really go through this avatar creation form and get the most out of it. If you don't have an avatar yet or who your perfect ideal patient is, this is definitely an exercise I would consider doing. It really does not take as long as you might think. Set aside maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours at most. I mean, seriously, it should not take that long to go through this. And it depends on how detailed you want to get. But basically, gender, self-explanatory here. As far as lifestyle goes, what do they do? What do they drive? What kind of life do they live? Are they high rollers? Are they struggling students? Are they working moms or working dads? Are they white collar professionals or blue collar professionals? Or do they work at the health food store? What is it in their lifestyle that stands out to you that you can put in this list over here? Their profession is self-explanatory. Also with lifestyle, things are here. What is it that they like to do? What do they like to read? Really dive in deep here who your ideal person is. And everything that you can dial in about them. What their profession is, what you might know about their income, and what do they aspire, what do they desire or aspire to? Like, who do they want to become, or what do they want to do in their life? Do they want to become a professional athlete? And do they want to be a baseball player? Do they want to be a model? Do they want to be a doctor? Do they want to, drive nice cars? Do they want to be able to help people in their community by being of service and by giving to the general, giving their services away? What is it that they desire deeply in their life that they want to aspire to achieve? Okay? So what will help them get to their aspiration and their goals in order to make that a success? What are their biggest fears and frustrations and challenges? What keeps your patients up at night? Do they struggle with the idea that maybe they'll never be able to conceive a child if you're working with fertility patients? Do they struggle with the idea that maybe they'll never be able to love another person fully and wholeheartedly again if you're trying to help them get pregnant? Do they struggle with the idea that maybe they'll never be able to run as fast as they can because you're working with them on a sports injury, or that they can hit a ball harder because they're a volleyball specialist? What is it that they lie awake with every single night that they are really scared of not being able to achieve in their life if their problem that you're helping that with still exists? Same thing. What really frustrates them? They aren't able to, move their shoulder far enough. Therefore, they're not able to pick up their child or hit the ball or drive their car the right way or throw the fishing rod the right way, and so on. So what do they find that's also really challenging in their life that is leading to all of their biggest struggles? It's not just so much that they have shoulder pain or back pain or allergies or that they can't conceive because they're infertile, but dive deeper and figure out what the fears are underneath that. What really frustrates them about that? What really challenges them about that? What is it that keeps them up at night? Okay? What is it that they struggle with every single night? Are they lying there like stressed out because they think that they're never going to be able to have a child, and they're really sad, really anxious about that? Or are they up at night because they really just want to make that cut on that team and get there so they could move towards being a superstar in this sport, and they're not sure they're going to be able to get it because they've got a condition that you're helping them with? What do they like and dislike? Do they like to read? Do they like to eat chocolate? Do they like to go out to eat? Do they like to cook in their house? Do they like to take their dog for a walk? Do they hate going shopping? Do they hate cooking? Do they hate talking to people in big crowds? What is it that really motivates your clients, and what is it that they really like doing and really, really dislike doing? And I would even take it a step further and say, what is it they really, really love to do in their life, and what is it that they really, really hate to do in their life? What conversations do they have at their kitchen table? So what kind of things are they talking about? Are they talking about politics? Are they talking about sports? Are they talking about a book that they're reading? Are they talking about their challenges in the day and their trials and their tribulations with their friends and their family members? What is it that they are engaged in on a regular basis that they would be talking about? What do they read? Do they read literature or novels or science fiction or fiction or nonfiction or autobiographies or biographies? Or do they even read what magazines do they read? Do they read Times or National Geographic or Sports or Apple or whatever it is? So what is it that they read can also give you so much insight into what they talk about at their kitchen table and what it is that fuels them day in and day out. What do they do online? Do they visit the news? Do they visit statistics? Do they visit YouTube channels? Do they go to Facebook all the time? What sites do they visit? Where are they when they go online? Also, what other social media channels do they hang out on? Are they an Instagrammer or a Snapchatter or Pinterest, or do they go to LinkedIn and so on? So what kind of areas do they frequent on their social media channels? And how do they relax? Do they just sit around and do nothing? Do they drink tea? Do they drink beer? Do they drink wine? They play sports? They go for long walks? What is it that motivates them to relax? What do they do for their hobbies? What are their buying objections? So what would make them say no to your care? Would they say no to your care because they don't have enough time, or not enough money, or not enough knowledge about what it is that you do for them? When you uncover what these objections are, then you have a really clear road towards convincing them and enrolling them on a care plan. And how do they make their decisions? Do they just make their decisions right then and there? Or do they discuss them with their family? Or do they consult with a therapist or a counselor? In that way, do they throw the I Ching? Do they, flip a coin? How is it that they choose what it is that they're going to do in their life? When you get really clear on all of these different aspects, you come up with your perfect customer avatar. And when you do that, then you know exactly and directly on how to communicate to that person, how to talk to them about some of their biggest fears and their struggles and their challenges, and how they can overcome them through your care. Okay? What keeps them up at night? You could talk about that. You understand what keeps them up at night, so you can talk to that and help alleviate some of their fears around that and so on. So I encourage you that if you don't have an avatar creation sheet already, that you don't already have something that you can use to educate your clients on, not educate your clients, but get yourself really clear on coming up with that perfect patient avatar, then you should set aside some time this weekend or the next weekend to really come up with that. All right, this will help you in all of your marketing efforts and all the different ways that you communicate to your patients. All right, I hope you found this helpful. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.